I swear it's like skipping stones on a flat glass lake. Sometimes they just go doink, 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 and they skip, and sometimes the physics doesn't work so well. Alright, so I was just with, Craig showed up today, and he mentioned something. I was talking about, actually, Rocco asked me, one thing, whole entire world, you could have, like, not, just whatever you want. What is it? And I'm like, 1998, college, perfect. I was like, and he never left. I was like, or second, I was like, more recent update, millionaire hottie Eric from World Gym in Ronkonkoma. I was like, he drove the M3. So, so he was like, okay. So then I was talking with, he had the ruddy hair. And I was talking to Craig, and Craig mentioned something about AK-47 barrel stock is Bulgaria. I said, okay, if you say so. I was talking about Azerbaijani and the stone tower from like the 12th or 13th century, and the love story about the shield maiden with the ruddy hair who was kind of like a heroine, not drugs heroine, but like a hero, but a woman hero heroine, right? And he was like, wait, I was like, it's like the color of a plum when you bite into a plum. He goes, oh, he's like, that's the AK-47 Bulgaria barrel stuff. I was like, now that is a weird thing for you to mention, but that's like that's one of those skipping stones things that you just pick up along the way. So there's that. Oh, and then this goes back to the night that we were not anybody here in Bayside. This is a Bayside conversation, but going back to Patchogue in 2000 in the Omega Disaster House, when Tia Frio had the cluster bunch of friends. There was really a guy, Kenny, that was there. There was, and then all of I don't think DeCipio was there, but there was a whole bunch of guys I didn't know. I think Ben might have been there, not my Ben from the electrical company that Anthony worked for. They were all going to, somebody was getting married, they were all going to Las Vegas together, whatever. That was the night, right, there was someone who was a little younger than them, but I said he looked like my dad, but much more handsome when my dad was younger, right? So him. So we were hanging out in the carriage house, and then there was something going on same time in my son Benjamin's room, which is the back of the Omega house. He was driving the Mini Cooper, and on his round key was the gun. I didn't trust it for you, so I gave the key to the gun that Tifra made me buy that was in a different room. I gave the key to Benjamin because I said, God forbid anybody ever breaks in the house, Benjamin. I said, you're the only one I trust with a gun. So I gave Benjamin the key he was over 18 at this point. So I gave him the gun key to unlock the thingamajig. And let's think about this. And it was on his car key that he used to drive. Oh no, he's 17, so he was driving. No, he was 18 because he got left back here. But anyway, so he was driving. It was on this key ring, but it had the barrel thing on the, I don't know, whatever you call it. I don't know. And so, front op was sitting in carriage house in one sweatshirt. I think actually I was in a sweatshirt. And then there was another version that was with Alpha Delta something in the room looking through the drawers. But it was like a almost like it was a different density, I would say, because it's like a like radiostatic. It's like you can see the cells of the skin, but it's like they're not dense. They're particalized, and they can walk through and shift. It's shape shifting, I suppose. I don't know what words you could use in your science. So, right, we were in Benjamin's room, looking through the drawer for his key, because you needed the key to give to my front up dense self for where she was going and to take a drive with one of the people real quick to go grab something. I think I was wearing, when I got into the car with him, we call him a genetic marker at the moment. When I got in the car with him, I was wearing a Cape May, I think it was Cape May or Montauk. Either said Montauk or Cape May. M-O-N-T-A-U-K or C-A-P-E-M-A-Y. Could have been either Cape May, New Jersey, or Montauk, Long Island, New York. I think we had a similar sweatshirt either. So and it had like one of those pockets down here. So inside there I put the key. Oh no. Yeah, that's where I put the key from the bedroom visit, because he wanted me to be there, because he's like, I don't go into other people's houses and kids' bedrooms and go through their things. He's like, but I know you're you and whatever. He's like, so I just want to be here for you, to witness me being here and that I didn't touch anything else. So I was like, that's fine. So that's how I was in one room. I was also two places at once. Then we got in the car. We went to somewhere. It was dark. I think it was like somewhere in Hong Kong, I want to say, or Holtzville. I don't know. They all look the same over in Sachem School District. And then I went into the house, right, and then I was at the, I guess it was like a living room kitchen area. I was sitting on a stool, right, and then it was, right, I said, I don't even know what name you're going by these days. I said, I don't, whatever. And he's like, just forget it. And he just gave me a big hug. And he's just like, and he had a piece of paper. He's like, I have 2 dates. He's like, and there's 2 big problems. He says, because both of these dates are mine and yours. He's like, but now I have a big problem. What's the significance of May 15th to you? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, what month is it? I was like, where are we now? And he's like, oh, and he's like, I don't know. He's like, I have something big coming up on May 15th, 2015. He's like, why is that a big deal for you? I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, is that the wedding date to get free of the toilet paper match? And he was like, that's all I want to know. And I was like, all right. I was like, well, you want me to like cancel it? I was like, can I cancel it? Can I get out of it? Like, when are we gonna be together? Like, I don't need to do the toilet paper marriage thing. I'm like, I'm good. And then it was, I don't know. I think we had only like 2 minutes to ourselves, and then we had to get up and walk down in wherever else we went for verification, updates on stuff. And then when I walked back out of the house and I got back in the car, I was not happy, and I started crying. But I think when I got back out, I was actually wearing the sweatshirt that NICKLAUS had bought me in 1998, the day that he left. He took me to the mall. He wanted to buy me a wool jacket, but I said it was so expensive. It's like, he's only a college kid. How's he going to afford a wool jacket? Like, it's New York, it's expensive. So then he said, fine. He said, how about I buy you a sweatshirt? And I said, that's fine. I said, whatever. So he bought me a sweatshirt, which is the turquoise one with the black insignia on it. That just disappeared out of my closet. But when I walked out of the house, I walked in either with a Montauk or a Cape May sweatshirt that I guess you could call it two-phrase, because, it looked like a boy's sweatshirt. And then when I walked out, it was wearing my sweatshirt that NICKLAUS had bought me, with 2 pockets, one here and one here. It wasn't the one in the center anymore. And the gentleman who had driven me, I gave him back the key to drive I had 2 keys. So I give NICKLAUS the key for the round key with the gun, whatchamacallit, because they needed a fingerprinted or whatever, make sure I didn't touch it, which I didn't. And then they had And then the other gentleman, we'll call him Genetic-MATE-MARC at the moment, handsome gentleman, local, I think, he drove my Mini Cooper back with the other key, and one key stayed. So and then I said I lost the key, but no, it was really Benjamin's key that got lost, and it wasn't that it got lost, it's just that NICKLAUS has it. So that's how that got transferred. Let's think, that's how I got my sweatshirt back. Trying to think of how else. I think that's all that was pertinent in that one scene. I mean, it's confusing for others when you say things like, well, I mean, do you call it, before you had the silver screen and the big movies, we used to call it a walk-on part. Like, I had a walk-on part. I had to go wherever they needed me to verify and collect documents or whatever because of who my face is and my name is. And then I went back to where I belong. Like, why is this so difficult for humans to catch on? And, like, why am I having such a horrible life? I'm just curious, because I know some of you showed up, like, in Extra Special Space, in Extra Special Spatial, in the Omega Disaster House, right before, it was, I don't even know, because I don't watch the calendar, if it was before the wedding, after the wedding, before the house got sold, and I went into, I think before Trump election, I don't know. It doesn't, I mean, honestly, none of this matters. None. All that matters is, like, you fix it and come for me. I told you I didn't want to do the wedding thing. I would have canceled it if that was the case. But you said that it was already booked and on the docket, and that you didn't think that that was going to help our situation. Okay, great. So then how do we help our situation since it's the only fucking thing that matters?